Do 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 do. Morning. Is it morning yet? It is morning. Morning, J Cobb. Morning, J Boss. Morning, Ping. How's everybody doing? So, it's just me. It's just me. Just Todd. Morning, Hank. Morning, Mike. Yep. So, yeah, we're here. Who's got a topic? I got nothing. Yesterday, Gwen had her second eye fitted with a new, what do? They put in a new lens, cataract surgery. She's good. Uh, they do the surgery. They did the surgery about, I don't know, 7:30 in the morning, and then at 2 they went in for the post-op double check, and they had her look at an eye chart, and the new eye, she was seeing at 20/40, so that's good. So anyway, yep, she's doing good. She can't bend over and she can't pick up anything more than 15 pounds for like 10 days. Yeah, so surgery, we're going to say at this moment, is successful. But, of course, there will be around a month's worth of healing involved before they kind of put a final stamp of approval on. And at that point, she can go into the optometrist and get fitted with a new pair of glasses. So we'll see how everything goes. Anyway, hey, we got the Pingster. Good morning, Ping. She can't hear me, obviously.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm fine.
You're sitting in your sitting room with
Yes.
your piano in the background. I see that.
Yeah. To hide all my mess in the back here.
You have a mess? I don't believe it.
Oh, yeah. A big mess.
I would figure your place would be neat as a pin.
No. Not since I closed up my warehouse and brought everything home. Yeah.
That's been a couple of years ago now, hasn't it?
Yes. 4 years.
4 years you closed your warehouse.
And it just gets messier and messier.
Well,
yeah.
You're supposed to sell all that stuff so it won't be a mess.
That's right. And I've got to do that because I know my kids, they're not going to want it. They're going to throw it out. So, yeah.
You might as well sell it.
That's right. And get the money. And I might as well sell all my other stuff that I'm not using. Like my Cutco knives. You know.
Don't use them?
Well, the only thing I'm using right now are the steak knives. I use those to cut up apples.
Cut up what?
The rest of it, no.
You cut up what with them?
Apples.
Oh. I thought you said baffles, and I was like,
no,
what?
Apples, bananas, stuff like that. But as to those regular knives, because my son sold them years ago.
He sold Cutco?
Yeah. And you want to support him. So. Yeah, I have the block and I have the knives, and
Cha-ching! Did you
yeah,
hear it?
I could make good money with that, you know. And now I've got that cookware that was supposed to be waterless cookware. It's that black stuff, you know. That was an expensive set.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not using that either. So hey, and why
Uh-oh,
don't
you
I sell
froze. Or am I froze?
what are
One of
those?
us froze.
Yeah, and Calphalon. That's what that is.
He's back.
And then
For a little bit.
you know those things with the blue corn flour.
Uh-huh.
Got a lot of those that I have not used in years. Yeah. They could make a lot of money if they had an estate sale, but you know, they're not going to.
Get out of there. Hey, what you doing? What are you doing? Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? You won't sit. I can't grab her. She's too quick.
Is this your
Come
kitty
here.
cat?
Huh?
Is this your kitty cat?
Oh, in the
Yeah, the one that you had in the
thumbnail.
yes.
Gwen feeds the neighborhood cats, and I was going to the post office yesterday, and that cat was sitting on the hood,
Oh. So you took
just
a picture.
looking at me, not doing anything. That cat was just, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. So I took her picture,
Oh,
his picture.
pretty cat.
So that's Gwen's cat. Oh, I froze. Jabba says I'm the one who froze.
Oh,
That's weird. I've got
I
good
can
internet. I don't know why it
I
would
can see
freeze.
me moving around.
Okay. That cat does not trust me.
Mm.
Yeah, he keeps his eye on me.
I
Yeah.
gotta fix my printer this morning to print a label. It's jammed, but I can't find where the paper jam is. So I thought, well, I'll just shut the printer off. So it's been shut off for several days now. And I finally got a sale, so I got to print a label.
Well, yeah.
And if I can't do that, well, hey, I'll see how that QR code works. I've never done that either.
Yeah. Uh, I hear that's just fine. You can take your QR code to the post office and they can print a label there.
Now, do they send that to your email? I mean, how does it work?
Uh,
You know?
I've never done it, but that sounds like it would be correct.
Yeah.
I, I've never had to. I've always,
Print it. Yeah, me too.
yeah. If my little Dymo, I've got a Label Writer 450 Turbo, and it has never messed up ever. And
Mm.
I've had it like 6 years,
Well,
and I got it at a estate sale for like $10.
mm-hmm.
So anyway, but if it wasn't going to work, then I would just print it on my brother uh, laser jet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I bought a thermal printer way back when we were selling a lot of stuff, and I was
Right.
shipping UPS, and then slowly that all went away. So I put that away, and I'm using a what is that? It's a HP inkjet printer. This is the
Okay.
one we got it at Costco, not realizing that they charge you monthly for the ink, and then when it senses you're running out, they send you your ink automatically.
I would
So
not like that.
yeah, well, and we were printing a lot at one point because my partner, oh, he printed volumes, so it was expensive. And then once he passed, my I didn't need that much. So I figured out how to just do the minimum. The minimum is still like $6-7 a month that they're charging me.
Jake!
Hey, Jake, how are you?
Good morning, Ping. Good morning, Todd.
Howdy. What's going on?
Oh, just shipping a few items, and yeah, had some internet problems this morning. Our fiber internet went out. I guess somebody must have hit the line somewhere. I don't know.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
So, what are you on now? Did it come back on, or are you?
I'm on my hotspot. So I have 4G, 5G
Oh,
hotspot.
hotspot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I have to ship anyway, so I'm like, well, let's. Morning, Hank. I'll see if it holds out. It seems to be doing pretty good. I mean, it's a little fuzzy. Hopefully, it's not too fuzzy on your side. To answer Ping's question about the QR code is the QR code will show up in the eBay app, and you can go to the post office and scan it directly from the app, but it will also email it to you.
Okay. Now, I don't use my phone for eBay.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm assuming it'll send it to my email.
Yes, you can, and you can print those out. I think, as far as I know, you can set.
Yep.
I've never printed it out before, but shouldn't be any reason.
But how do I get it on the phone to show to the post office?
I just download the app and then sign in, and then go to that order, and it will have a QR code if you've generated it.
Okay, I'll try and fix my printer.
Yeah, but you could print it like on a laser printer or anything like that as well. If you're
but my printer is jammed, and I'm not sure I'll be able to fix it.
Oh, I see.
So that's why I'm thinking of doing the QR code.
Yeah, right.
But I'm wondering, how do I get it to the post office?
Yeah. You can just get the
download the app onto your phone and
yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it like that.
Yeah, I've got 3 different thermal printers and 2 different laser printers, so someone will work usually.
I got that backup printer that Steve told us about, was real cheap. That PRT one. I never plugged it up. I thought, well, I'll use it whenever my Dymo goes bad, but I think the Dymo is going to outlive me.
Yeah, I've got one of those. Yeah, actually, I'm using that one currently. I want to see that it lasts, I guess. I still have a ZP450, and I don't think that thing will ever die.
I should just send this to Ping.
There you go. Overnight it to her.
But she needs it right now, so.
Overnight it. Yeah.
Overnight it? That's expensive, Jake. I don't do things that are expensive.
But Ping's worth it. You do expensive things for your friends.
Yeah, last time my printer went down, I just went to the post office and paid for the label there.
Right. Yeah.
Oof, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yes.
Should be able to download, open a QR code email. Yeah. You could download or just open the QR code email. Do you have your email on your phone?
No.
Okay. I kind of guessed you might not if you.
I figured what I would have to do is if emails it to me, and then I take it and I send it to me via Facebook. And then I can bring that up.
Yeah, that should
show
work.
them? I don't know.
Probably. You could probably also just take a picture of the screen, most likely. Most likely. It's worth it. Yeah. Ping's worth it. That's right.
Ping is like, a phone is for making calls.
Right.
Chastity, hello. Is this the Chastity we met in Nashville?
Yes.
Awesome. 3 thermal printers, yeah. I've got the 4XL Dymo. I've got the IDPRT, and then I've got the ZP450. And they all work. They all work great. Of course, the thing with the Dymos is you have to have the Dymo compatible label. Beard has 6 thermal printers. I have no doubt he does, but I bet you that only 1 or 2 of them are hooked up.
Yep.
The thing I like about the IDPRT is how easy it is to feed the fan fold labels through the back of it.
Yeah.
So I order the UPS fan fold labels, 5,000 or whatever they are, and then you just lay the stack of labels behind the printer.
I would get the UPS labels and boxes, except I don't use UPS, so I would feel guilty.
Oh, I use UPS about, I don't know, 30% of the time, probably 30 to 40%.
Yeah, I would use UPS if they had a place here to drop packages, but they don't. And
I see. So it's such a long way to
yeah, there's a UPS pickup about 16 miles from here.
Ooh.
And I'm like, nope, I got to use FedEx because I can drop that at Dollar General.
So do you not have a Advance Auto, a Walgreens, a CVS, or anywhere that takes the UPS?
Answer is D. None of the above.
Wow.
Nope, not with.
My
town is 3,500 people.
Mm.
And everybody is so excited in our little town. It's like happy, happy, joy, joy. They're building a McDonald's.
Oh.
Of all the things to get excited about. Hey, they're building a McDonald's restaurant. Everybody's like, we can't wait. It's going to be so cool. And
I'm like, to have a McDonald's? Ooh, wow.
It's McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yay.
We've got 3 McDonald's in my town, my little town. 1 at every exit.
Nothing wrong with McDonald's, but...
Oh, no, there's many things wrong. They're disgusting.
But it's like... but it's
there was
like...
some city in Texas that people were excited for an In-N-Out burger.
I might get excited for an In-N-Out burger.
Yeah. That's my favorite burger.
I hear they're overpriced, though.
No, they're not. I think they upped their prices, but for a regular double, it's at like $4.
Oh, I was thinking it was maybe I was thinking about Five Guys or something.
Waffle Houses, we have one Waffle House that's about walking distance from my house. I wouldn't eat there if it was the only place open. Brand new one. Brand new Waffle House.
I like their breakfast. How are you going to ruin eggs and bacon and
by putting chili on it?
Oh, well, I've never put chili on my eggs. If I did, I probably don't remember it.
All right. That's an inside joke paying from Nashville, by the way.
Oh.
People ate chili and it was a disaster. We'll just leave it at that. And you can use your imagination.
Mike says, McDonald's is the beginning of the end. Doomed, I say. You will soon be overpopulated.
Fair enough.
There was a radio report that McDonald's was really going to be expanding this year.
I think that's what their investment. Yeah, I think so.
I don't go there.
Bum, bum.
Oh, let's see, my fiber is back. So hold on. If I freeze a little bit, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I heard those folks in Nashville had to run to the bathroom a lot after eating something.
It was Scott. Scott had the
runs.
Okay.
Yeah. He got the belly bomb at Waffle House. Chili something.
Wasn't the only one.
I've only been to one once. I thought they were overpriced.
Waffle House?
Yeah.
Huh.
The one we have. And then it was closed for, many months. But when they opened up,
Morning,
long
Chris.
lines.
How are you doing, Chris? I don't eat there often, but was happy to see the steak bagel. Steak bagel?
A steak bagel?
Doesn't seem like steak. I mean, it's probably good, but
Hmm.
I don't know
Well,
that
there's a
steak would go
biscuit.
with bagel.
Steak biscuit, I guess. All right.
Yeah, that's Scott's story. Let him tell you, Mike. Yeah, yesterday we ate at God, what's that place's name? Old folks go and sit and eat breakfast.
We have a Norms that a lot of seniors go to.
Norm.
Yeah, Norms.
Uh,
They're open 24 hours.
I don't have that anywhere here.
No. Yeah, it's a big chain down here in California.
No, not Hardee's. You know, the one with the lobby, you can buy all the tchotchke stuff, and the waiters have the apron with the stars on it. God, what's that?
What are you talking about, Todd?
Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel.
Oh, I love
Cracker
Cracker
Barrel.
Weird
Barrel.
call. It's good for old folks like me. Yeah, so Cracker Barrel, Gwen had her eye surgery at like 7:30 in the morning, and then they said come back at 2:15. Well, it's an hour drive to come home and an hour drive to go back, so we just stayed in the big city, Waco, Texas, big city.
Oh.
Anyway,
Big.
so we went to Sam's Club and we went to HEB, and we sat in Cracker Barrel for about 2 hours.
Cracker Barrel's not that bad, but they did discontinue my only thing that I ate there. They discontinued it.
Yeah, what was that?
Eggs in a basket.
Eggs in a basket.
Yeah.
Oh.
Their new thing was campfire grill food. The whole thing is just shoved into a basket with aluminum foil all around it. And then I guess they bake it, and I'm sure they don't actually have a campfire going in the back of the... What is that?
This is a locally made soda. It's been made here since the 60s or 50s, or I don't know, sometime. And I sell it on Amazon for ridiculous money.
Ooh.
Dr.
Because it's
Enough?
made in a glass bottle.
Wow.
And so
That's got to be heavy to ship.
Yeah, it's about 7 pounds for 4 of them.
Wow.
But so if I sell this for ridiculous money, how much do you think I sell it for with shipping?
$30.
Yeah, I'd say $30.
$33 to $39.
Good
Wow.
grief.
Well,
And you pay how much to get it?
Oh, it's less than $4 for 4.
well, hey.
Look at you ripping off people on on a common product.
Yeah. That's what reminded me is that it's available in the Cracker Barrels. It's generally available nationwide in a Cracker Barrel because it's a nostalgic soda.
Oh.
And it's available in most Cracker Barrels.
Well, there was a rumor that an Applebee's was closing up and going to be taken over by Cracker Barrel.
Oh.
So I drove by there, and they are not. That's not happening. I was so disappointed.
Cracker Barrel is better than Applebee's, so that's at least a little better.
I've only been to 2 Cracker Barrels, and I like them.
Yeah.
I wish we had one nearby.
Come on, Jacob. Applebee's is eating good in the neighborhood.
Ooh.
It's fancy like Applebee's, which isn't. I should probably, with an H label. What is a H label?
Hazardous?
It's probably just a ground shipping ground instead of.
Yeah. I can't imagine how expensive Priority would
Oh,
be.
suck. Applebee's sucks.
Let's see. So I have an order for it this morning. Let's see.
So Tom's on a cruise and Lag is AWOL. Something's wrong with this show.
$6.24 to ship it today for the destination that it's going to. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Hazardous ground advantage.
No, that's a different order. Here we go. Oh, it's going to be $17.78 to ship it.
Ruby Tuesdays.
Oh.
Ground advantage. Yeeks. Going to Utah.
Utah. Oh. We have a Ruby's Diner. It's a small chain. Went there Monday with 20 plus people from our senior club. That's so they can donate 20% of our bill to the club. It was nice. It was good food. Basically burgers and sandwiches. And we're all going to the Black Bear Diner next month.
What you got there, Jake? Show that again, Jake. What was it? Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Huh.
What's Philadelphia got to do with a cannon? There hadn't been a cannon in Philadelphia since the Revolutionary War.
Oh, really? Huh.
You got your Liberty Bell. You got your.
There's no Philly steak on here. That's the weird part.
Where's Rocky? Where's Rocky?
I see the pretzel, but shouldn't there be a Philly cheesesteak on here?
Yeah. And Rocky running up steps and stuff.
Who is Rocky?
Rocky Balboa?
You don't know who Rocky Balboa is?
When he was running up the steps?
Gotcha. I do
What
that
up,
to Scott all the
Sadie?
time.
What's
Hey! You working yet? You working here?
Off today.
Oh, you're off today. You going golfing?
Now I'm going to get my. Well, I just had to go. I had to act like I was Jake this morning. I had to go collect some money.
Ah, there you go. That's always a good. Well, it's a good thing if you get to collect it, but it's a bad thing if you have to collect it.
Yeah, well, I got to collect it. I didn't have to. But now I'm going to get me some breakfast. I'm going to go get my boat, and then we're going to the lake.
Sweet. So you got your boat behind you?
No, I got to go pick it up still. It's in storage. I used to keep it at the shop down there, but I had to put it in storage. $70 a month it cost.
That's not too bad.
Chastity says it's a good thing you didn't have to break any kneecaps.
Here's a free box, Todd.
Oh, yeah.
The UPS box.
That's the medium security box.
Yeah. Well, it's the biggest one they have. It's
the
biggest.
They call it
one.
medium, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm shipping my item in.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it will cost me $17.78 for the shipping, but box is free.
All right. I got to list some golf putters. I bought a bunch of putters at the auction a couple of weeks ago. I need to get them listed today. I got a lot of stuff to list.
Sadie?
Huh?
What kind of boat you got, Mr. Sadie?
What's that?
What kind of boat you got?
Just a fast tracker. 19 foot fast tracker.
Ooh, fishing. Are you going fishing?
I used to have a bass tracker boat, and on the steering wheel, the little B on Bass Tracker broke off on the logo. So then it was an ass tracker.
Seems like something I'd do on purpose.
I think that one was intentional.
No,
I'm
it
gonna go with intentional.
I actually bought it that way. I thought, where's the B on here? And I said that, that broke off. Some fishing line got stuck under the little logo part, and when he jerked on it, the B broke off. So then it became an ass tracker. Yep.
What'd you do last night, sir?
Oh, I bombed.
Yeah, I wanted to play, but
I mean, it was one of those. I was doing okay in the tournament, but then I got a pair of kings that got cracked on the river. So there you go.
yeah, it takes one lucky hand, and I
Yep.
don't care how deep you go, you know, one lucky hand, and all your hard work goes out the window.
No, tactical, just like tracking ass, fishing. They call it fishing because they don't call it catching. They call it fishing because you may or may not catch a fish. Fishing is like eBay. You know, some days you just slay it, but a lot of days it's just bad.
Right.
Yeah, I sold $600 worth of stuff on Tuesday. I sold $400 worth of stuff on Wednesday, and I'm like, eBay's working, yes. And then yesterday I sold 120. So I'm like, Hardee's.
Yep. Time for some biscuits and gravy.
So to answer your question, tactical, no, I never caught any ass with my tracker. So Ping, you gonna go eat lunch with your buddies today?
Today, let me see.
Look at her busy schedule. You're like the Queen of England. You've got a schedule all planned out.
Let's see. Okay. My retirement club meeting is today. So, no, I'm not going to Meals on Wheels. I'll be coming home and eating my lunch.
Okay.
But tomorrow, I have lunch at the Anaheim Senior Club. They raised it from $10 to $15. People complain, but they still show up because it's only once a month. So that's it for this week.
We spent more than that at Cracker Barrel yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We had a nice waitress. She was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I noticed when we all ate at Ruby's Diner, all the waitresses were elderly women. You know, nobody was young. But then the thing is, they raised the minimum wage in California to $20. So
Jaba's got a cha-ching this morning. There you go.
Two practices, both going UPS. So I had to update the dimensions on the box, and it actually switched it from UPS or USPS Ground Advantage down to Ground Saver UPS. Save me some money.
No, she didn't give me her phone number. Isn't it funny that the last things that the waiters say to you is always really nice and sweet?
Yeah, that's before the tip.
Right before you pay the bill, and Yep. Back in the good old days, you left the tip sitting on the table. You know, you left $5-10 sitting on the table. You know, for the waiter, and you can still do that. But as you're leaving the restaurant, the waiter doesn't know nowadays if you give them a tip or not. You know, always. I don't know. It always felt less personal that way, I guess. Just putting it on the credit card or the debit card, whatever you use. I have a package going out today that was cheaper regular UPS ground than it would have been UPS ground saver. Huh.
Yeah, it happens once in a while.
Yeah. Do y'all think they'll ever go just totally cashless society?
Cashless? We're already cashless. Just
No, garage sales, you still got to carry a bunch of cash.
More and more places are credit only, no cash.
yeah.
You know?
I have noticed the last few years that there'll be a sign at a bunch of the garage sales that say, we accept Venmo and PayPal and Cash App, you know?
Yeah.
So it just seems crazy to me to walk up and buy a $2 item and send them a Venmo. Georgia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Georgia Tech. Did you ever do some college, Jake?
Yeah, I have a bachelor's degree.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually.
I got a bachelor's degree that oh, there it is right there. I got a bachelor's degree that I actually used for 33 years.
Yeah, I used mine for 2 years.
I used mine for 10 and then I quit 12 years ago.
I think we should use cash more as a society or else it'll go away. You know?
They'll constantly push for getting rid of it for sure. And as soon as they see their opportunity to get rid of it, they will.
Oh, that looks good, Sadie. Send me one.
It does look good. I like Hardee's for breakfast.
Hey, Johnny.
I won't make you watch me eat, though.
Is that why you're not married? You got a bachelor's degree.
He's so funny, isn't he? He's always so funny when he's in the chat. He has to say funny things so people notice him. That's what it is.
Cashy says they never use degree either. Neither one of my boys used their degree for what they studied.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a degree after I started a job, and then a year later I started the degree, and then I finished the degree and worked 2 more years, and then I quit.
Puppy cam.
Oh.
She is getting big.
She is.
Boston Terriers aren't supposed to have legs this long. Look at that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna say she's about bigger than she's supposed to be total.
She's a cutie.
She thinks she is. Until she drags Gwen's underwear out in the backyard. I saw her do it. She ran through here and out the doggy door with a pair of Gwen's underwear. You evil.
She was seeing if you would chase her, right?
Yeah.
Anything for you to chase her.
No, she just does it. She thinks everything's a toy.
Everything is a toy when you're a puppy.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a dog like Philly Flipper has.
That's a cute pup. I can't believe how chill it was at that Nashville.
Oh yeah, they're super chill. The Pumpskis.
Yep. Arr, arr. You gonna bite my finger?
Mhm.
You wanna bite my finger? These flappy lips.
Oops, sorry.
Arr, arr,
Paper
arr.
machine.
That's right. Scott does it all the time.
At least I don't have my Yeti hooked up, my Yeti mic. Otherwise, it'd really pick it up. Yeah, I ended up getting an associate's degree in education, and then, but only because it was a perfect transfer degree from the community college.
Cool, cool. Got a master's in education that decided not to teach. Jeez.
Yeah. I got mine as a Bachelor of Science, Business Management and Software Engineering.
Yeah, it's expensive to go to college nowadays.
I mostly did it
much.
because I was the first one in my family to go to college, and I was determined to do it. Partially because of that. Self-validation, really.
Yeah, when I first started college, I took some courses at the junior college before I went off to the university, and my first junior college tuition was $4 a semester hour.
Mm.
It was cheap.
4.0.
$4 a semester hour.
Wow.
And then they had some building use fees and different stuff to get more out of you. But geez, when I went to college, it was cheap. If you went to an in-state university in Texas in the 70s, you got your degree. You could pretty much get like a 20, 30 hour a week job and pay your own way through college and be debt free when you got out. Kids nowadays, there's no way.
That's what I did when I went. But I went to the community college first because of that. So I went through the community college system, which was mostly grant funded. So I didn't have to pay a whole lot. I had to pay some, but a lot of it was grant funded because it was the community college. I graduated with no student debt. I did have a little other debt. I had some credit card debt that I had accumulated intentionally, I guess, from. But I was working full time the entire time and a full time student.
Well,
I
I
have a whole
lived
new
in a
respect for
college
people.
town. I lived in a college town, and we all went to the University of Arizona. You know, drove there, took our classes, drove back home. Missed all of that college life stuff. So when we had our kids, we said, nope, they're not going to miss that. So we sent them to the University of California in Irvine, which is like a 20-mile drive. And they lived on campus, you know. So we gave them the experience we missed.
Yeah, I didn't. I never lived on campus. I took all my classes either at the community college, and then I took remote classes and off-campus classes, and a variety of different ways because I was working full time.
So I just went to my old university to see what tuition and fees
Mm.
for a semester is now $9,204. And that does not include housing and food. That
Yeah,
does
the
not
other
include books. That does not
books is
include
what ended up costing me the most was
transportation.
Mm.
So average loan fees, all this, add everything up, and it's right at $25,000. I
Oh.
guess that's just one semester,
Mm.
and that's a state college. Crazy.
yeah.
I think nowadays, once the kids get out and get a job, it doesn't pay. It's so
Hard. It's hard to
expensive
make
to
it there.
go. You're never going to make it back.
Right. It's going to take you 20 years at least, if not longer, just to make it back.
Yeah.
So my little university for 4 years would be like right at $80,000
Mm.
for 4 years.
See, my brother went for one semester and he decided college was not for him. So he dropped out and he became an electrician.
Yeah, there you go.
And I think he made more money than my husband, who was a pharmacist.
Yep.
In the end, because in the end, he purchased and paid for 3 houses.
Yep.
And nope, not with my ex. We only have this one house, which I got. And, you don't need a college education nowadays.
If you're willing to do the trades, you don't need it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because those
Hey, I gotta
are
run.
very good.
All right, bye, Jake.
See ya. It's great to see you again, Ping. Always
All
good to
right,
see you,
you
Todd.
too.
Mr. Sadie.
See you, Jake. Take
See
care,
ya.
buddy.
So,
Hey, I have a whole new respect for teachers now, Todd. Working at the
What?
school district, working doing the maintenance work at the school district. I mean, we take care of like 17 buildings, all the way from special ed kids, kindergarten, all the way up through 12th grade. I mean, high school, middle school, grade school.
right?
And a lot of the stuff I do is inside the classroom during class, because you just can't get around it. You got to get the job done somehow. So
Mm-hmm.
they put up with me, and I have to work in the middle of their class. And I don't know, just these teachers, they don't get paid enough. I tell you that.
Nah. Kids never bothered me much. I disliked the worst thing I had was getting used to a new set of administrators. Like every third year, we'd get a new principal or a new superintendent or a new whatever. And they all had different expectations. When they came in, they were going to change the world and make this school.
Right.
So you do it this way now. Oh, I kind of like the way I've been doing it for 20 years or whatever.
Right. None of your students turned out to be mass murderers or anything. You've been doing a pretty decent job.
Yeah, I had a bunch of good students.
It's the same way with our district. It seems like every other school has a new principal coming and going,
Yep. I hated doing lesson plans and they were required, teachers, you got to turn in your lesson plans for the week on Monday morning. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Right. Nope.
I would do my lesson plans, but it would say like practice music Monday, Tuesday, practice music again. Wednesday, practice music and march.
Right.
All these teachers. Of course, some of the teaching areas, it was good for them to have a lesson plan so that they could finish their amount of required coursework a student was supposed to learn during a semester, so.
Right. Yeah, I guess for them to get through the entire curriculum, they had to kind of plan it out a little bit.
But for band during football season, it was march and play music. Right.
Right.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Drive bus tonight. Didn't you drive the bus sometime?
I drove a bus probably 25 years out of the 33 that I taught. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ping, what did you do for a living? I know you did something before you resold, right?
Oh yeah, I taught school for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5th grade.
Oh, nice.
And then we moved to San Francisco, and I decided I don't want to teach. So I went to work for Bank of America, and
Gotcha.
I started as a what do you call it, a teller, and then I ended up as a loan officer, and I did that for several years until I had my first child. And I took a leave of absence, and after 6 months, we decided, if I go back to work, we're going to have to pay for child care.
Right.
So it didn't make any sense to do that.
Right. I got
So then I just plain resigned from the bank, and I became a stay-at-home mom.
Right. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And then started reselling, I guess, at some point.
Yeah, and then we moved down here to Southern California, and that's when when we moved down here, then I got a job at a major theme park and retired after 20 years with them.
Oh, wow.
And I started reselling while I was working there.
Gotcha.
I probably should not have done, which is why I do not advertise my
Right.
my seller name.
Yeah.
Because I think at the time I could have got fired.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and now after retirement, I think I still shouldn't say where, because they could still take away some of my privileges, even though I am retired.
Right. I understand. Yeah.
So I don't do that.
Right. Yeah, I'm still reselling. I'm just planning on finishing my working career at the school.
That's good.
How
many more years you figure you're going to work for the school?
Well, I invested at 5, so I'll get a little something after that. I want to at least do that much time.
Okay.
And then, so I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 7. I don't know where I might be done after 5. I might just call it quits. The problem is I'm going to have a little gap between 62 and a half, 65, with my, so I don't know. I can always pick up my eBay business a little more to cover it if I have to. But
yep.
My hope is to be able to retire at 62 and a half. We'll see what.
So, with the Social Security Fairness Act, I got a raise in pay.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's nice. I was just reading about that last night, honest.
The pay raise started in January, and then I got the back pay single payment last week.
Oh, sweet. So they back paid you all that, huh?
I don't know how far it went back, actually. I need to read up on it. Because the way I figured, at the point I started taking Social Security to now, and the difference in what they pay me now and what they paid me all along then.
Right.
I need to figure that out and see how they came to their
See, Missouri's one of the states that they don't take SSI out of teachers' salary. They don't pay. They don't pay any Social Security.
Right.
Teachers don't. But you know, that
In
doesn't,
Texas, that's
that
true.
doesn't mean that.
In Texas, that's true also. But I also worked out of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
I got
Most people
my.
have at one time or another.
I had like 55 quarters. And you have to get a minimum of 40 quarters during your life to qualify for Social Security. So, Lag, you finally made it. Where you been, boy?
Lag in the comments.
Yeah, he finally got here. We're gonna dock his his portion of my will.
Yeah. He's slipping further down the notch.
Yep. Now you're getting close to like only 20% of my death pile now, Lag.
Yeah. He's not even going to get the unlisted stuff here shortly.
Well, I got a little behind yesterday in the eBay business, messing around with Gwen's eyes, so I'm gonna shut it off pretty quick here. So, Peyton, you got any last words there, darling?
No, I do not.
Why not?
Some words of wisdom, Pink.
I have no words of wisdom.
Oh, sure you do. Don't spit in the wind or something. Give us something.
I'm just happy she didn't fall asleep this episode because
God, yes. That's terrible.
There's been one or two episodes you can see her head go.
Yeah, I guess because the conversation wasn't too stimulating.
Yeah, we need to leave now because Lag got here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me on, buddy.
Well,
Good to see you.
Thank y'all for coming on. I know I'm not as interesting without the banter that Tom and I do together, but we'll get over it. He'll be back in a week or so, and everything will be back to normal.
Hey, go on cruise again?
Yeah, he's at sea as we speak.
Oh, gotcha.
I forgot even where they were going.
Yeah, was it the Bahamas or someplace down there?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it, everybody. We'll see y'all. I guess I'll do a show tomorrow because Tom will be gone.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great week, everyone.
We'll see tomorrow, or if somebody else wants to do a show, and I'll just hop on with you. We could talk Beard into doing 3 shows this week instead of just one. So, yeah, everybody sell bunches of stuff and get reach.
Yes.
Great.
All right, bye.
All righty, bye.
Later.